What's going on, you guys? I say stuff. And as you guys probably already know, Billy Brake won his second YCS back to back using Plant Synchro, as they're calling it, or Tour Guide Tengu Plants is basically what it is. The deck is obviously good, and it took up a lot of slots within the top 32. And I think the deck will continue to be good. However, um, too many people surprised due to all the hype of Dark Worlds, and too many people surprised Dark Worlds did not top 32 at all. Um, I personally believe this is in part to many bad builds going around, as WK Dad also said, and a few other people. But yeah, a lot of bad builds going around, and that's the main reason I think people just really don't know how to play it or what to do with Dark Worlds. But I think once this next YCS comes around, and once Dark Smog is released in Phantom Shockwave, um, which you guys can go to the wiki and you can see what it does, or yeah, you can just see what the card looks like. Basically, what it does is you discard one Fiend type monster from your hand. It's a trap card, continuous. You discard one Fiend type monster from your hand, and you target one card in your opponent's graveyard and you banish it. So once per turn. This is once per turn. So you can do this on your opponent's turn, and you can do this on your turn. So say your opponent activates Pot of Avarice, okay, banish, chain, banish, okay. Your opponent activates Spores Effect, banish, Glow Bulb, you get the idea. And on top of that, the discard, you're benefiting off the discard since you're playing Dark Worlds. So I think that'll disrupt a lot of the graveyard manipulation that it takes to win with the Synchro Summon decks. I think Dark Worlds will be on the rise a lot. Like they're gonna actually be good. Um, so yeah, that's my opinion on that. So the hero deck here is being changed a lot due to mainly the side. The main deck's kind of the same. I'll explain some of the choices in there, but so yeah, those are my thoughts on YCS, Columbus, and Kansas City. I'm not sure, but I think Dark World's will top. Also, another interesting fact is that guy, what's his name? I think it was Wiggly. His last name was Wiggly. He was 8-0 with Dark Worlds, but he got DQ'd. Um, so he more than likely would have top 32. So you know, just consider that. And it's not like Dark Worlds. Oh, we're super horrible. He was most likely in the top 32. So there should have been at least one Dark World top. But he got disqualified. I don't know exactly why, but yeah. So anyways, here we go. Oh, he's actually also running 3 Reckless Greed, which is kind of weird. But yeah, here we go. Here's the main deck of the heroes. Of course, triple alias, standard. You got the double Cyber Dragon. This is actually another change. I like double Cyber Dragon in the main. It's it's an iffy card, but I like the way it works with Honest, and I like the fact that it's a 21 beater, and it gives you a viable option, and hopefully your opponent will warning it, so that you can get other plays off. That's not always the case, but I like Cyber Dragon. I took him out of the side and put him in the main, so yeah. Two Thunder King, best card in the game. It needs to be running 2, in my opinion. It's really good. Double Veiler, another one of the best cards in the game. It stops so many things. I know a lot of people are maining Maxis at 3. I would probably main 2 Maxis, definitely not 3. If I had them, obviously I don't have them, or else I'd be maining them, like I just said. But yeah, I'd probably be maining 2 Maxis. But for now, that's fine. 1 Gores, stop Shiro TK. Shadow searches your 3 Aegis. DD Warrior Lady. I like its effect. It's a light, and it makes my Rhoda not dead. Honest, stops, gets over big monsters. And a Penguin Soldier. Penguin Soldier is mainly here for Miracle Fusions, but I like its effect too. You can get off decently sometimes, and yeah, onto spells, you got triple duality. Add consistency to the deck. Speed it up a little bit. Triple Gemini Spark. You want to plus off your alias, and you definitely don't want it to get bottomless because Miracle Fusions are in here. So yeah, triple Gemini Spark. You want to plus off of it. So here's another interesting choice, triple MST. Now, I don't run heavy, so I run a third MST over heavy. Now, this is mainly in part to the fact that most decks that are decent are Plant Synchro or Synchro Summon and don't run that many traps. On top of that, I run 10 traps, so I don't want to heavy store my own shit. That's basically the reason I run MST, triple MST. I definitely have a heavy in the side for TGs and mirror match, so yeah. Though Miracle Fusion, it's too good not to run. One Rhoda, search, Ecall search, staple, staple, staple. Okay, those are the spells. Onto traps. I made triple D Prison. I think D Prison's so good. It's just really, really good now. Stardust really destroys his deck, and D Prison gets rid of that. On top of that, pretty much most decks, will rely on your graveyard. Dimensional Prism doesn't allow them to fill up their graveyard with whatever they want to. D Prison's good. Bottomless. I'm not a big fan of Bottomless, but I decided to main two. I just feel like Dark Worlds are gonna be good, and people are gonna start playing them up the ass. And Bottomless. I think it just needs to be in here. One Starlight Road. I really don't like Starlight Road, but I just feel also that it has to be in here because if I set two, and it gets Heavy Storm, it really messes me up, and it's hard to recover in a deck like this. So Starlight Road's in there. One Hero Blast. Compulse. I cut down to one Compulse. I went from 3 to 1. The Ryzen Tengus and the Ryzen Dark Worlds really hurt this card, so unfortunately, Mirror Force and Central. That's the main deck. Onto the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we got 2 Utopia. You run a lot of level 4s. You're going to go into Utopia a lot. It's an amazing card. Double Shining. I like Shining. It's probably the best card Miracle Fusion wise. So it's the best fusion in here. So double Absolute. One Adoration. I'm sorry, excuse that. Catastor really messes this deck up. And Adoration gets over Catastor. One Great Tornado, one Gaia, and one Chimera Tech. This should be Stardust. I'm getting one in the mail, so yeah. Yeah, it's Stardust, Colossal, Gaia, Black Rose, and Master Leopard. That's the extra. Now to the side. Here's the side deck. I side double Kaiku. This card is so good. Kaiku is one of the best anti-meta cards in the game. It doesn't allow your opponent to, remove for Chaos Sorcerer or Blackluster. It removes the Spore, removes the Glow Bulb. It doesn't allow Dark Worlds to remove for their gate. It's just so good. I like to. This is mainly for the Frogs matchup, which seem to be dying, so I might take this out. Another for the plants, Banisher. Here's my own choice that I like to do. I do these 3 combo together. I do Decrypt, Spirit Reaper, and Chaos Sorcerer against an anti-meta, or I'm sorry, not an anti-meta, a TG decks and agents. I think these definitely catch your opponent by surprise, and it's a really unique way of building the side, and it's just really cool, and it's really fun to use, and it works out. I'm side my 2 Smashing Grounds. I said 2 Smashing Grounds because Cyber Dragons are in the main. If I had 2 Cyber Dragons, I'd just keep these in the main. For now, I like 2 Smashings. I said 1 Super Poly for Mirror Match or something not Dark Worlds, because I really don't want to freaking play Dark Worlds with this in the main and just get dumped on. 1 Heavy Storm, again, like I said, for the Mirror Match or TGs or whatever. Hero Blast is mainly for Mirror Match running deck using Thunder King. I'll side this in if I see they have Thunder King, because Hero Blast, gets over Thunder King and King kind of hurts me. And Minecraft, this is for TGs or agents or whatever. So yeah, that's the side, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the main and the extra and everything. Comment, rate, subscribe, and tell me what you think of Dark Worlds or whatever. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.